Hi guys, today we're going to make some paper beads. So for this project, we're going to need some supplies. You're going to need a scissors, you're going to need a ruler, you're going to need a magazine or some pieces of scrap paper. I have old construction paper or some old wrapping paper, okay? Any different little scraps you have, they don't have to be really big pieces. They have to be at least 12 inches long though, 11, 12 inches long. So to do this project, what you're gonna do first, and you're gonna need something to wrap your beads around. So I have a few different size diameters. One's a real skinny pencil and one is a paintbrush. So you get to decide what you wanna use. I also have a ruler to make it easy to make a straight line. The first thing you do is you're gonna turn your piece of paper over. Let's say I picked this pretty yellow one with flowers. I'm gonna turn it over. Just move this aside for a second. And what I wanna do is draw some lines on it. So using my ruler, I'm gonna make skinny triangles. So to do the skinny triangles, I basically just wanna take my pencil and I'm gonna hold my paper this way and make some lines. Now you can make your beads square or triangle. I'll do both, so you see both. So here, if you can see, I made a triangle. And then I'm gonna make another triangle next to it, go in the opposite direction. Here's another triangle. And I'm gonna do this all the way down the page, just zigzagging up and down. And someone can hold the ruler for you and help you do this. So here, if you look at this one, I drew a bunch. Can you see that? Okay, and you do that all the way across. And then with your scissors, you wanna just take your scissors and cut these just straight down. You don't have to be perfect. Just want to cut them. And if you go off the lines a little bit, it's not going to matter. Cut them down. And as quick as you can, you want to just cut some of these out. Now I cut a whole bunch so I don't have to stop and do it. I can roll my beads all at one time. I even do this while I watch TV because I actually like how these look out and I give them away to people. I used to make them for my mom to hold her eyeglasses. She always left them down and would forget where she put them. So this way she'd have them to have her eyeglasses. But they actually turn out nice. Now this last one I'm gonna leave square and I'll show you how to do a square, a rectangular one. So here I have a selection of beads right here and I'll just put them aside. I have one this color. I'll make this purple one into two. So I'll just cut this in half. So depending on how wide I make my paper is how wide my bead's gonna be. I'll leave this one. This will be a nice skinny bead. I'll leave him. I'll take a few of these yellow ones. I'll just cut them real quick. And we'll do a few beads together and then I'll show you how to string them real fast. And that way you guys will be able to work on your own independently when you're watching TV or at home just sitting around doing something when it's hot and you don't feel like running around too much. Maybe I'll do a yellow one also. So I'll just cut him in half also, right down the middle. So now I have two pieces, okay? When you cut things in half, you get in two. Oh, and I got this one, that's nice too. So now I'm just gonna tidy up my area. You always wanna clean up your workspace. And that makes it nice and even to work. Put my ruler away, don't need that anymore. Put my scissors away, don't need that anymore. Put this away, don't need that. Put all these papers, I could save them for a different project. I'll stick them right here in a nice little pile. I always keep all my scraps. I hate to throw things out. So here I go, got them. Now, one at a time, I'm gonna pick a bead. So, I'm gonna need my glue stick. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take one, just like this. So I took this brown one with the blue dots, okay? I'm gonna turn them over so I have the white side, and I'm gonna put some glue along the back of it. Just like this, a strip of glue. So I'm using a tray so I don't make mom's table all messy. I'm gonna take my pencil or the back of my paintbrush and I'm just gonna go to the fat side of this triangle and I'm gonna start rolling it around, going like this. Just rolling it, okay? I'm just gonna start nice and tight along the round. And I'm just gonna roll it. It's so easy to make these. I use my thumb to hold it down, just like that. then I slide him off, and there's a paper bead. And I put it down, and I just hold him for later. So I'll put, that's one done, okay? I'm gonna grab another one. This time I'll use this guy. Do the same exact thing. So I'm gonna take him, put a little glue down on the one side, roll him up on my paintbrush, just like this, and I just start rolling it. Roll, roll, roll. Nice and tight. Get them nice and tight. Okay, after I make a whole bunch of these, let's say I make 30, 40 of them. See how fast they are? Slide them off. There he is, done. I might let him dry for a little bit and then ask Mom if I can use her clear nail polish. I paint him with a coat of clear nail polish. This time I'm using one of those rectangular ones. This is a rectangle, a long, skinny rectangle. Put some glue down my rectangle, and this time I'm gonna do the same thing. Put it next to my paintbrush. Now, if your fine motor skills aren't that great, you could use a thicker thing than my paintbrush. You could use a pencil, you could use a marker. Your bead will be fatter, but that's okay. It's okay. Grandmom would love an eyeglass container that would, an eyeglass holder to hold her eyeglasses on her, the string. There it is, nice fat little bead right there. Hold it for a second. The construction paper is a little harder, so you gotta make sure you got enough glue on it. Put him down, there he is. I'll try a yellow one. Oh, he's coming off, so I gotta put a little more glue on that end. There you go. That's it, got it. So I made a whole bunch. Let's say I did those 3, and you see how fast they are to make? So over here, I made a whole bunch. I don't know if you guys can see these. See if you see them? I made a whole bunch right here. So all different ones. I'll just let them go. Now, I have string here, and what I wanna do is, you take a piece of string, and I cut it, and I make it pretty long, okay? Because I like to be able to slip them over my head. And depending on how big the person is, how long you want your beads to go, how many beads you're gonna need. So I made this pretty long, okay? So I have a piece of string. What I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna lay the string down, and I'm gonna start stringing my beads onto it. So I take one bead at a time, and you guys know how to string beads. So I start sticking them on, and I take all my beads, and this is after I put my nail polish on. I already made mine all nice and shiny, and I just stick them through the hole. Now to do this, you could also add pony beads on, the little plastic beads, but you see what I'm doing? So here it is, I'm doing this, and I do them all different colors. I can pick my colors. I can pick the size I want. I can alternate by doing a bead, a regular bead, a paper bead, a triangular one, a rectangle one, a blue one, a pink one. There's no right or wrong in what you decide to do, but here it is, look. Ta-da! Okay, so I just keep going until I fill the whole string, and then I tie it. But it goes really fast. Here's one that has beads added onto it. Here I used all the same color, and this one I did by tearing up a magazine. I just took a regular magazine page, made my triangles, glued them up together, and then used a pearl bead and 3 little yellow beads. A pearl bead, and then a paper bead, a pearl bead, 3 little yellow beads, a pearl bead. So I made a pattern. You guys could do a pattern. And look, this is a nice gift for somebody. You just put it on. You have a nice present. Voila. But it's a really easy, fun, super fun project to do that's recycling your old magazines or little scraps of paper that you might have at home. So try it. Now remember, if you're having trouble with the skinny thing, go for a fatter one. You could do a bead around a fat object easily. So if you're having trouble rolling it around something skinny, roll it around something that's fatter and it'll be easier, okay? So here, it's just gonna make a fatter bead. So let me hold one up. So here's a fatter bead opposed to a skinny bead. So depending on what you roll it around, it's gonna matter on how fat your bead is. But this might be easier if your fine motor skills need a little tweaking. So depending on how fat you're gonna roll it around is gonna depend on how fat your bead is, okay? I hope you guys have fun making your necklaces or your eyeglass holders, but these could be for anything. You could even make It could be a bookmarker. It could be anything you want. You could do a whole bunch. You could make a paper, anything. I mean, these could make anything. A dog leash, anything. Cat necklace, anything. Have fun with it, and I hope you enjoy it. Have a great weekend. Bye.